What if 2025 isn't just about global wars and shifting power? What if entire nations collapse before our eyes? From nuclear powers drowning in crisis, to countries torn apart by civil war, to democracies shaken by unrest and climate disasters. This year, some nations may not survive in one piece. Today, we're looking at 5 countries experts warn could collapse in 2025, and what that means for the rest of the world. Number 1. Ukraine. Could Europe's biggest war since World War II end with the collapse of Ukraine itself? Ukraine has been at war with Russia since 2022. 3 years later, entire cities are destroyed, the economy is shattered, and millions of people have fled the country. Yes, Ukraine has Western support. But if that support weakens, the country may lose more land, more people, and possibly its ability to function as a stable state. Even with massive international aid, Ukraine's future in 2025 is uncertain. Will it stand, or will it be carved apart by war? Number 2. Lebanon. What happens when a nation runs out of money, stability, and hope? Lebanon is already living through one of the worst economic collapses in modern history. Banks have failed. The currency has lost almost all its value. And more than 80% of people now live in poverty. Add to that constant political deadlock and growing tension with Israel and Hezbollah, and Lebanon's fragile system is cracking. One major conflict or internal breakdown could push Lebanon into full-state collapse in 2025. Number 3. Pakistan. Could a nuclear-armed nation really face collapse? Pakistan is a nuclear-armed nation, but right now it faces one of its greatest crises since independence. The economy is collapsing under debt and inflation. Political instability is constant, with governments and leaders changing every few months. On top of that, extremist groups along the Afghan border are gaining strength once again. If these crises combine, experts fear Pakistan could slide toward state failure. And unlike smaller nations, Pakistan's collapse would shake the entire region and possibly the world. Number 4. India. How can the world's fastest-growing economy also be at risk of internal chaos? India is the world's largest democracy and fastest-growing major economy. But beneath the growth, the cracks are widening. The country faces severe challenges, rising religious and political tensions, massive farmer protests over economic reforms, and record-breaking heat waves and water shortages that threaten millions. If these pressures collide, experts warn India could face widespread unrest, political instability, and even regional breakdowns in 2025. While a total collapse of India is unlikely, internal chaos could shake not just South Asia, but the entire global economy. Number 5. Myanmar. What happens when a government loses control of its own country? Since the military coup in 2021, Myanmar has been locked in a devastating civil war. Rebel groups are growing stronger, and in many areas the military has lost control. What used to be one country is slowly breaking apart into territories controlled by militias, ethnic armies, and warlords. By 2025, Myanmar risks losing its identity as a nation and becoming a battlefield of permanent chaos. Ukraine, Lebanon, Pakistan, India, and Myanmar. 5 countries standing on the edge of collapse in 2025. Some might survive, held together by outside help or sheer resilience. Others may fracture, sparking instability across their regions. And here's the truth: when one country collapses, it doesn't just affect its people. Refugee waves, terrorism, economic shocks, and wars spill across borders. The collapse of one nation can become everyone's problem. So, what do you think? Which country is most at risk in 2025? And do you believe the world can prevent these collapses, or are we too late? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the future. And if you thought this was intense, wait until you see what experts predict about the next global war. That's coming up in the next video.